fucking tired. All right, chat. We're gonna play a. So we spent a little bit of time a couple of weeks ago playing Golgari mid range, and I was relatively impressed with some of the green cards, mostly Mosswood, Dreadknight, and Glissa Sunslayer. So I saw this list that 5-0'd in the league dumps, and I guess the concept here is you're playing a ton of lands. Like 24 lands is a lot for a deck that has 21 drops in a curve this low. But the concept being that you have just infinite things to use your mana on. So you have Evolve Sleeper, Knight of the Ebon Legion, and Warden of the Forestry, which are all mana sinks later in the game. You have Mosswood, Dreadknight, and then just a pile of utility lands. 2 Hives, a Lair, a Takenuma. So you're never going to be short on stuff to use your mana on. And, again, like I really, really do like Glissa plus Mosswood Dreadknight. And, I like those cards. I think they're pretty good in the mid-range shell, like when combined with Fatal Push Thoughtseize. 4 Lilianas, 3 Sheoldreds, couple other removal spells, 2 Go for the Throat, 2 Abrupt Decay. And then sideboard, pretty normal cards, nothing too crazy going on the sideboard. But I wanted to try it out, because I like the Golgari cards, and I think this is an interesting take on the Golgari stuff. I mean, if you're going to play a deck with a bunch of Explore cards, then it's probably worth it, but I'm not sold on that card yet. Yeah, so I think the way that if you're trying to build an all-Explore deck, what you probably have to do is go like... We played a deck for a donation deck a long time ago that was... it was like... We went super deep and played Path of Discovery, but we had like Wild Growth Walker, Path of Discovery. I might as well push this now, right? Wild Growth Walker, Path of Discovery, Jadelight Ranger, and then we went all the way up to like Priest of Forgotten Gods for Bolas' Citadel. So I don't know if you want to go that deep, but perhaps maybe you do. Could be like something to explore. Yeah, Lotus round 1 kind of sucks. I don't think this is a very good matchup for us. Yeah, I wonder if I still have that on... I mean, I went through and deleted a lot of decks, and I still have a shit ton of decks here. Actually, I'm more likely to be able to find it on Moxfield, because they did upload all of my... They backlogged all of my stuff on Moxfield. So, let's see if I can find it. I think it was it this year? It might have been last year. January. I'm trying to find it. Yeah, big shout out to Moxfield. Oh, that didn't take long. It's literally in the first page. So yeah, it was like Elvish Mystic, Jade Light, Llanowar Elves, Branch Walker, Wild Growth Walker, Prosperous Innkeeper, so you can keep gaining life and keep going. And then, I guess we didn't play Priest. I thought we played Priest, but I guess our main acceleration was just Elves. And then you had, like, obviously, the best card in the deck, and then Bolas' Citadel. So you could maybe work on this angle a little bit. Best card in the entire format, chat. Diabolic Intent jump scare. Is Evolution better than Intent? No. No, Diabolic Intent is better than every card in the format, so can't confirm. And I would know. No, I actually wouldn't know. Alright, surely I will draw a Thoughtseize off of my Glissa Sunslayer. I like how their name is not a combo player. False advertising. Should I report them to the IRS? Alright, don't kill me, please. What about the 1/2? 1/2 that you sack a creature and adds black. I read that as adds. I was confused by that for a second. The 1/2 that you sack 2 creature at black truck. Yeah, that's Priest. Yeah, you could do like Priest plus Llanowar Elves to enable a faster Bolas, and I could definitely see that. Alright, you win. This. Cut. Fatal Push. Go for the throat. Did we cut Abrupt Decay? Probably. Would I rather have any of my sideboard cards over Go Blank or Needle? Yeah, like, is Tear Asunder better than Go Blank Needle? I don't know. I feel like just mind rotting them is pretty good. They need a lot of resources to be able to go off. I could cut one of the 1-drops, maybe. Like the 12th 1-drop for the first copy of Tear Asunder. Could do that, maybe. Cut, like, a Knight of the Ebon Legion for one Tear Asunder. Let's try that. Just, like, exactly one copy seems good. And 12 is a lot of 1-drops. We're also bringing in Duress, too. I could maybe cut a land, yeah. Our curve is extremely low, but I want to make sure I don't miss lands for Sheoldred. Because, like, I do kind of have to cast this card on 4. True, you get it. Mind Rot, good, and there's not a single matchup where Mind Rot's bad. I mean, I'll draw a land. Look, this matchup is bad enough that I think I actually do have to keep hands like this. Just take both Scryings. Hope they can't find Lotus Fields. What's up, Nima? Shelly isn't that great against them. It's insane against Poor. Alright, well. We're going to take the second Scrying. And they're probably going to go Thespian stage Sylvan Scrying. No, guess not. Now what do we do? I actually think it might just be Dreadknight. No. Yeah, that's another line too. Knight of the Ebon Legion, Thoughtseize, take Voyage. And I actually get the counter on Knight. Oh, that's a good line. Yeah, that line's sick. That line is good. Yeah, I like this a lot. And we can maybe slam Damping Sphere next turn. That's hot. No, this is way, way better. Copying Breeding Pool, sure. They have 4 cards. Liliana discard Dreadknight. Dark Petition. Okay. Should have copied Overgrown Tomb. Yeah, with Petition in hand, probably. They don't need a 3rd blue, I would assume. Well, I mean, they have Omniscience, I guess. That could be relevant, maybe. Impulse. They do have 2nd stage, right? Pretty sure they have a 2nd stage. Yeah, 1-drop would be nice. We do have to be a little bit careful, knowing they have Voyage. Okay, well, now we don't. I was gonna say, because if we play Sphere and then Lily on an empty board, they can Voyage the Sphere. Just take Poor. Alright. If we lose this game, I'll be impressed. They said I understand. Yeah, fuck this deck. Fuck Lotus Field, dog. I'm not losing to this shit. I'm gonna play 10,000 sideboard cards. Realize that Lotus can abuse New Vesuva. Yeah, if they like... Well, how would they abuse the New Vesuva? Because they have to get a Lotus Field in the graveyard to do so, which, I don't know. I mean, D-Sphere plus Liliana plus 4 discard spells. I understand that D-Sphere is not enough by itself, but this draw seems nearly impossible for them to beat. Yeah, you have to sack for the new land, right? Oh, because it enters the battlefield as a Lotus Field. So how do you really abuse that in the Lotus Field deck? Because you don't really want a field in the graveyard anyways, right? So, like, would that deck even want to play the Vesuva? I don't think it would. I guess you can copy Thespian stage. That could be kind of cool. Okay, this hand's good. What do I put back? Is it Needle? I could ship a land. Could ship a land and go turn 1 Thoughtseize, turn 2 Needle, Sleeper. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at, too. I like that. Ship Swamp. I think I need the second black in case I draw Liliana. I'm gonna Thoughtseize first. So take Natural State. They hold up Impulse. And then we go Needle, Boseiju, play Sleeper, turn 3, Damping Sphere. I like that. I mean, I could just take Impulse, but I feel like taking Impulse is a lot worse if they just draw a green source. Needle Stage. No, I think I Needle Boseiju. Yeah, I'm gonna Needle Boseiju. And copy my green. Yeah, I know. I just don't care if they have green mana. Like, if they play Lotus Field, they're just going to get rinsed by the Sphere. I mean, they're probably not going to play Lotus Field next turn. But we'll see what they do. It's weird, because I'm kind of telling them that I have Damping Sphere when I name Boseiju. So they're, like, pretty clearly not going to play the Lotus Field next turn, right? If they know what's up. But maybe they don't have a choice? They're trying to find a green source here, I would imagine. Yeah, like maybe they just don't have the option. Put a card on the bottom. Liliana would be insane here, because I don't want to cast the Sphere yet. Okay. Well, now I'll cast the Sphere. I guess we'll cast it now. Sure. I'll plunk them for 2. Next turn we can go second level plus second Sphere. You want to level up twice there? I think level up once, play Sphere. Next turn, Sphere, level up second time is better than leveling up twice there, because I can't play double Sphere next turn. So I want to play 1 Sphere this turn, 1 Sphere next turn. And they can't get Boseiju, so they have to get Otawara. Not gonna play around Force of Vigor? I know, Society if. Society if Force of Vigor was legal in Pioneer. Can you imagine? What a shit show it would be. Okay, let's go to combat. Alright, now my question for you, chat, is how do they beat the second Damping Sphere? And don't XDD shrug me. Oh yeah, they Force of Vigor it, true. Echoing Truth. Is there like some terrible Pioneer card that blows up multiple artifacts? Oh, Feed into Antiquity, right? Isn't that card? It's like 4 mana. Yeah, they get a Blast Zone. Fade into Antiquity, right? It's like 4 mana. Shatterstorm, do something else. Dust to Dust. Is Dust to Dust legal in Pioneer? Oops. Nope, wrong one. What happens if I activate level 2 while it's already on level 2? And just nothing happens, right? I think. Sheesh. How was the BTL deck? Well, we went 0-2, started a new league, and then 3-2. Started off 3-0, and then we lost to Blue-Black Control and something else. I forgot what else we lost to. Chat, when is the last time you saw a Warden of the First Tree in play? Wait, they played the Otawara? Uh-oh. That's a little scary. I don't know how much I should be worried about that. Alright, take 1,000,000. Go. Yeah, 2015. Cards based. Wait, chat, they're at 3, and we're playing with a Warden of the First Tree. Maybe we should just splash Siege Rhino. See, with them at 3, you know what wouldn't kill them? Sheoldred, but you know what would kill them? Siege Rhinoceros. Dr. Siegeman Rhinoceros. No, you know what it is? It's I'm gonna butcher the accent really bad, but it's Rinoceronte de Asedio. And I know that because when I tested for the standard, it was it Dragons of Tarkir? Yeah, that standard format. I tested with Mengu, and his siege rhinos were in Italian. So I know that. Yeah. Do I go for the throat or decay? I think decay being able to kill Kiora sounds higher upside. But go for the throat can kill Cav. It's kind of close. I'm going to go for the throat. I think it's really close. Yeah, well, I mean, I can kill Wolfolo with Glissa. So Wolfolo's not as much of a concern. You know what I mean? Let me find the Italian siege rhino. Yeah. Rinoceronte da assedio. Travelger. Quando il rinoceronte de assedio entra nel campo di battaglia. Alright, I'm gonna stop there. I'm ruining it. The bit's done. It's over. I went too long on the bit. My bad. Yeah, shout out to Papengu. Chat, spam your Papengus, please and thank you. Yeah, for the love of God, do not send that clip to Mengu. He'll never forgive me. 3 counters? Alright, I guess I'll draw a card. I'm just gonna decay the Kiora. Right? What if I just played Sheoldred? Like, what's the worst that could happen if I played Sheoldred? They go land Cav, and then I just go for the throat Cav, decay Kiora, and they still can't possibly win. Like, I'm just gonna cast this card. I don't think they can do anything. Yeah, but like, I don't care if they play Cav. If they play Cav, they're just dead to these two, right? Sure, that's fine. Like, I guess I give them an extra card, but when I have this in play, I don't care if they have an extra card, right? How much Lotus Field hate did I bring from me? A lot. I think I brought in like 10 cards. We don't talk about that, though. Alright, go for the throat this. I mean, this game is Jover, right? This game is mega Jover. Just to end their whole career. Go. Good luck. Jesus Christ. That was a bloodbath. I don't know what it is, but the last time I played Golgari mid-range and I played against Green Devotion twice, I just absolutely rinsed them. So apparently this deck is good against green. I don't really know how, but it's good against green, I guess. Yeah, clearly concession to Warden means that it's the best card in the format. Yeah, Glissa is just insane against green. So I want Grasp. Probably want Needle for Karn. Tear Asunder could be okay. It's good against their, like, Cav Troll because it exiles. And it also can clean up Wolfolo Haven on the draw. Well. Yeah, Duress could be good. Tear Asunder could be good. I think these are all mid. Liliana's horrendous against them, I think. Does that make sense? You never bring Sphere. I don't bring a Damping Sphere against green. I do not think Damping Sphere is a good plan against green. Could trim. I like Abrupt Decay because it kills Kiora. Could shave on some of these 1-drops. Hoping to see Cauldrons when we played. I don't know how that works with Sleeper Warden. I think it works the way you want it to. I'm pretty sure. Classic Twitch chat. Every single time I have a Go Blank in my sideboard, it's a good bit. I will give you that. It is a pretty good bit. I'm gonna do this. No Tear Asunders. Do we have a command for Go Blank? Yeah, what's the standard version of Go Blank? What card does everybody want to bring in every matchup in standard? God, this hand is so close. If we draw 2 lands, it's nuts. Probably shouldn't keep this, though. I'll be disciplined. Doomwake being disciplined? Ain't no way. Yeah, no Go Blank command. That's kind of sad. If a mod wants to get on that, you know. Yeah, but, like, our life totals are relevant against green. Concealing Curtains over Warden. Curtains is 3 mana to activate, right? I think. Somebody touch my spaghetti. Oh, that's a good command. I like that. When the Haven is, in fact, a Wolf Willow. Why aren't we playing One Ring with Sheoldred? That's an extremely good question. I forgot about it, my bad. Dude, imagine if Pioneer had the One Ring. My goodness. I don't even want to think about that. Tilt. Can play Kiora to 1. Probably should, right? Is that better than just casting Warden? Can go pump, put Kiora to 1. Pump, ignore Kiora. Or attack somewhere for 4 damage, play Warden. I kind of think this Warden's mostly irrelevant, because I can use my mana on this. Let's put Kiora to 1. I think that's good. Because then, well, putting Kiora to 1 is bad if they have a land, because they can just go land Cav and not use the Kiora. But it's decent if they don't have a land. Yeah, it's like worst possible land. Should make it happen just to ban Karn. Yeah. If that's what it takes to rid this format of Karn the Great Creator, then I'm all for it. Great Beard, thank you very, very much for the Prime sub. Great Beard asks, well, Doom, what is a Twitch Prime sub? Well, I'll tell you, if you have an Amazon Prime account, you can link your Amazon account to your Twitch account to get 1 free subscription every single month. That is what a Twitch Prime sub is. So this is not good, because they have another Cav in the graveyard. So if I kill this, they just put Cav on top. But if I don't kill this, then they just get the Cityscape Leveler me, and I also can't win. So, yeah, let's just go to game 3. Let us go to game numero 3. No, I think you can Prime sub on mobile. I know there is a way to do it. Thoughtseize, Sheoldred, 5 lands. Now, Damping Sphere is not good against green. Like, the problem with Damping Sphere against green is they can just cast their cards without making a ton of mana. Pretty easily, too. Okay, I am going to keep this. Put back Knight. And then just go discard spell, Glissa. I don't want to risk missing my 3rd land drop. I will Thoughtseize, because there's a chance if they only have 1 elf that I might take it. Yeah. Alright, don't draw another elf, please. Ooh, that's not bad. They drew a Cityscape Leveler. Probably not the card they wanted to draw. Yeah, they should have instantly conceded to the Warden again. Imagine not conceding to Warden of the First Tree in 2023. This is so good against them. I forgot, how many lands do we know about? I think just 1 more. I'm pretty sure. Well, attack. I will attack you. Draw a card. I mean, not awful. Take Cav. Your turn. They can't really afford to attack with this, because we, I think, win the race. Because we can also give this lifelink. Okay. So Nykthos Levelers their hand. They have 5, 6 mana. Or sorry, more mana. Right. Do they have enough to cast the Leveler next turn? 4 Devotion. 4. They're 1 short. Yeah, I believe they're currently one short. I'm just gonna Fatal Push the Elf, honestly. Use my mana. Yeah, I just want to keep them off Leveler as long as possible. This thing's 6 to activate, right? Which, if we find an untap land, we could do next turn. Draw a card. Is it better to activate Warden and hope to draw an untap land, or better to play Dreadknight? I think it's actually better to activate Warden, because we can't attack with the Dreadknight next turn anyways. So I think this is better. You have to dodge Cav here, which it looks like we did. Alright, untap land one time. I want to activate this card so bad. Untap land dealer, please! Untap land. Okay, I'll take that. Fine. I guess I can't complain about that. I'll accept. Yeah, that one plays. I think they don't have outs now. Alright, go. Just playing a bunch of shitters. Yeah, Glissa is really broken against them. Maybe we should play more Glissas. Card's crazy. They mulled the 6. Do you guys want to keep this hand? Seems rancid. This hand cannot be a keep. Seems fantastic. Really? Just like a bunch of 1/1s? I mean, I'll try it. I don't know. It does kind of seem odd to put 12 of these 1-drops in your deck and not keep a hand like this, because this is like a very normal hand, right? If this hand's a mulligan, then you shouldn't be playing 12 of these. It's probably a good way to look at it. Uh-oh. I'm in danger. Well, I mean, I'll fucking play on 1/2. How do you beat a 1/2? The answer is very easily. Thoughtseize would be sick here, because I can go Knight, Shock, Thoughtseize. Well, I kind of want to save the Overgrown Tomb in case I draw Thoughtseize. So why don't I go Takenuma, Evolved Sleeper Pass, I think. Yeah, I think this is good. And then next turn I can go Shock, Thoughtseize, Knight, Warden, trigger both of these. Like, Thoughtseize would be an insane draw here. Okay, well, thankfully their draw, it appears to be somewhat non-functional. Why not play second Knight? Because I want to level up the Sleeper here. It gives me better blocks. Awkward. I could go Warden level, and then just start attacking with Warden next turn. That actually sounds pretty good. Lifelink. Liliana Sack. The thing is, Liliana Sack does not keep them off of a Convoke creature if they draw a white source. So I think I'd rather just get this in play. Why do they not pop the blood? I don't know. It's a good question. Okay, reinforcements plus Convoke creature. It's kind of tough. You would have attacked that turn. I guess it is pretty likely they're going to be casting a Convoke creature here if they draw a white source. So, in which case I'm never blocking anyways. Yeah, that's a good point. This thing does not get Death Touch. Could send in Knight, I guess. Could go attack with Knight. They don't block. We pump, play second Knight. Have 3 blockers. That seems kind of fine, right? Yeah, I think that's fine. You want to keep it as a blocker? Well, the thing is, if they have Immodane's Recruiter, then my 1/2 is, like, right, because I can't trigger it. So if they have Immodane's Recruiter, my 1/2 doesn't block that well anyways. So I think I'd rather do it this way, so that I have 2 2/3 blockers, right? Or, well, a 2/3 and a 3/3, which I can profitably block 2 things if they have Recruiter. Also, if they just attack with Knight, I'll double block. I'll just double block with these 2 and keep the Warden in play. And I think that's fine. What did they grab with Knight? They grabbed a Recruiter and a Luxodon. So we know they have Recruiter in hand. This is looking kind of grim. Because now they're going to Recruiter me next turn. Don't really know how we get out of this. Seems pretty impossible. Yeah, Thoughtseize would be nice. Oh, we can Lily the Recruiter. Yeah, that's true. That is a good point. Could just Liliana. Which I almost certainly have to do, right? Is just Liliana pass? Yeah, I can't imagine not Lilianaing here, so we have to do that. I guess I will discard Overgrown Tomb, and then I can level up the Sleeper. Yeah, just no attacks here. Surely they won't draw another Imodane's Recruiter. Surely they won't do that, right? That would never happen. We do have a lot of life, which is good. We don't have Languish. Do we have any sweepers in the sideboard? We don't have a single sweeper in the board for this matchup. That seems not correct. We do have Go Blank, though, which is good. At least we have that. Yeah, Go Blank saving the day. Yeah, that's a good point. Well, Extinction Event's not, because you can just Extinction Event even, because all of your ones are odd. Well, you can't... Meat Hook is kind of awkward, because your creatures are kind of small, but Event could be really good. I do think Event should be in the sideboard. They're sending both 4/4s at Liliana. Are they thinking about just sending everything at me? Pretty happy if they do that. No, Sleeper does not have Death Touch ever. This card sucks ass. Oh, no, it does have Death Touch at 3/3. Okay, right. Yeah, it does. I missed the Death Touch counterpart. Still sucks, but... Nah, Languish is awkward, too, because again, it's like, your 1-drops don't outsize Languish that well. Not sure what to think of it. I mean, it looks cool to me. I think the biggest sell for me to this deck is just Glissa. That card solos so many decks. Getting to play Glissa and Sheoldred, those cards can just solo people. Okay, sending both 4/4s at Liliana. So trade a Knight and a Sleeper for 2 of their 4/4s. Is that good? Keep the Warden. So I would have Warden Knight left over. Seems fine, right? What does Liliana do? It gets their last card, which definitely could be another Recruiter if they're making this attack. They just played the Thopter. No, I'm too old for that shit. Muscles for Brains, thank you for the 3-month resub. Yeah, it's not that I want to protect the Liliana, it's just that I want to make profitable trades on their 4/4s while I can, you know? Yeah, they could have just sent, like, 1/2/2. Like, just, you know, trade a 1/1 for flipping this would have been good. So I'm obviously casting Sheoldred. The question is, do I discard Dreadknight or just cast it? I think I'm discarding Dreadknight. I thought they had a card in hand. What did I miss? Did they, like, play it? Oh, they played the land post-combat. Okay, whatever. This is still fine. Just getting Liliana up is good. I think it's still fine. Like, if I'm minus, they just sack Thopter. Doesn't accomplish that much. Alright, please, 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 please. I'm asking extremely nicely. Do not draw Imodane's Recruiter. Oh, Liliana ult, too. You can play towards that, yeah. Well, it's already a 3/3, but yeah, we eventually want land 6 for Warden. This is how we're going to win the game. They can't beat an 8/8 lifelink trample. That works. Because we can go play Sleeper, and then draw a land next turn. And they kind of have to send a bunch of stuff at Liliana next turn, because otherwise they lose their whole board. We might actually be able to win this game, chat. Last card's Gigantha. Might actually be able to win this game. Is Pioneer Jeff the format? Yes. A lot of Giganthas. I think we're oddly favored. Didn't think we'd get to this position. Yeah, they just scooped. Cool. Sick. Alright, maybe we don't need sleepers in the board, I guess. Alright, obviously go blank, submit 61. Is there anything good? One of those odd ducks that isn't big on Jeff? It's just free. Like, if you're not sacrificing any sort of consistency, or if you're not sacrificing anything in deck building, there's no reason not to play it. Yeah, we could play Grasp against the 4/4s. I'm gonna cut a Liliana. It's just so bad against them. Nothing else is good. Alright, we're good. Lily seems worse than Go Blank. I mean, I know maybe you're trolling, but you might actually be right. I'm on the draw? I'm on the draw, huh? On the draw, you say? Our opponent has mulliganed to 4. Well, see, if they go to 3, and we have 3 Thoughtseizes, we can take all of their cards. Yeah, they kept on 4, unfortunately. Well, I mean, this is a hand that can beat a 1-lander. It's no longer a 1-lander. Their hand was really good, too. Best 4-card hand I've ever seen. See, they're just blanking my Thoughtseizes. They don't have any spells. Can we beat 3 1/1s? Well, I have a 3/2. Is that good enough? Maybe I should have Fatal Push there to cut them off of a Convoke creature. No, I need to play the 3/2 that turn. So now I can't even keep them off of a Convoke creature. So there's no point to cast the Fatal Push here. Because if I kill this, they still have 5. I can eventually start attacking. Not yet, though. Wow, they drew a Convoker. Alright, we're in a tough spot now. It's also the best possible one. We're still gonna lose this game. We're definitely still gonna lose this game. Yeah, I guess that's true. I can Thoughtseize both of the things they find. Unless one's a 1-drop. They found Thraben Inspector, Giant Killer. Okay. Yeah, this is their best draw for sure. Yeah, because they only had 4. Even if they could, I could just Thoughtseize it. Level. So we have to... How much do we care about this Giant Killer? Because I could just level up the Sleeper. Like, the Giant Killer is not killing anything right now. I have no Giants. Well, I have Fatal Push. So if they cast it, I can just Fatal Push it. I think I'd rather just offer the trade of Sleeper for Night. Pretty sure that's better for me. Yeah. Yeah, but again, I have Fatal Push for it, so I don't really care if they just cast it. They're probably going to pop a Clue. Yeah. Surely they won't draw another Convoke creature. Push is more valuable than the Thoughtseize. Not if they clue into Immodane's Recruiter. Then my Thoughtseize is kind of cracked. But maybe that's like a very specific situation. Wait. Oh, no, wrong. I clicked on the wrong one, right? Okay. Okay, I clicked on the wrong one. I almost misclicked there. If I try to activate the 3-mana ability, nothing would happen, right? I'm not going to cast the Fatal Push here. Okay, that's kind of embarrassing. So we cast this. Hopefully they drew a Recruiter. You love to see it. So their hand is just Giant Killer. This might be a Liliana uptick situation. Discard Thoughtseize. And then we can try to play towards just ulting. They can send everything at Liliana, trading a Inspector for Liliana, but that's like not bad for me. I'm getting material off the board. I think I'd be okay with that. Just gonna play the Boseiju. If I had one more black source, this would be a lot better. Like, if this was black mana, I could go block, push, then it goes to 1, and it would be insane. The fact that they mulled to 4 in this game is, like, this close. And I would even argue that I'm behind. They're just going face. Is that good or bad? They drew Forge Devil? That would kind of make sense. I don't know why they would bring in Forge Devil. Uptick. Gonna pop the... Oh, they drew Reinforcements. Sure. Go. So now we can go block, block, and push. Take 3, go to 4. Yeah, Forge Devil to kill Warden before it goes off. I mean, I don't know. If they knew that I had 4 Warden of the first tree and 4 Evolve Sleeper, they might have considered bringing in Forge Devil. Because it's, like, insane if it's their opening hand. So, 1, 2, 3, make it 2/2. Go block here, push this, go to 4. What did they draw? Trumpet Blast? I hope it's not Trumpet Blast. Asking for a friend. Is Trumpet Blast Pioneer legal? No, it can't be Embercleave. That would be illegal. It is, right? I assume it is. Alright, what do you draw? What did you draw, Crazy Gambler? Yeah, there's probably like a million of them that are legal. Boros Charm? Please no. My body can't handle Boros Charm. Yeah, I mean, it depends on whether or not they keep a card in hand. Because they would have recruited me that turn. So, like, what could they draw that they wouldn't cast? They would have played lands. They would have played a Convoke creature instead. They would have played 1-drops. No, if they drew a Convoke creature, they would have just cast it instead of attacking, right? It's gotta be Reinforcements. I kind of don't hate downtick Sheoldred. We still lose to Reinforcements that way. Right, because they sack, Reinforcements, 4 bodies, 2 blockers. But I just want to play the Sheoldred this turn to try and start gaining life. I feel like I have to. Oh, just popping Clue. That's way better for me. Because now we don't die to Recruiter. That's very good. Yeah, it could be second Giant Killer, I guess. Although if it was Giant Killer, they would have just played that instead of popping the Clue. Is there a single playable modern card in the new set besides the slightly better Dreadbore? I have not been thinking about a lot of the cards in modern context, so just because I'm really I'm honing in on Pioneer now for, that we're getting closer to Atlanta. So I'm not 100% sure, maybe. I think Souls of the Lost could maybe see modern play. It is middle of December, Rosie. That's a hell of a draw step. I'm just going to downtick again. I'm going to downtick and attack. Because I can animate Lair and Decay, right? Yeah. So even if they go Reinforcements Recruiter... Reinforcements Recruiter is 4 attackers. I go block Decay, take 4, go to 2. I think this is relatively safe. Because I think worst possible scenario is exactly end of turn reinforcements on tap Recruiter. I guess Ornithopter Recruiter, but that still only puts me to 1. So it would have to be double Ornithopter Recruiter, or land 1-drop Recruiter, which is still very unlikely, I think. Okay. Okay, well, now they can't have Recruiter. They only have 1 card in hand. Oh, they can have Bushwhacker. Right. Mistakes were made, alright? Mistakes were made. MTG Goldfish, thank you very, very much for the raid. Welcome, everybody, from Goldfish's stream. Jamming some Pioneer today. I know. They mulled the 4 that game, by the way. Yeah, we need MTG Goldfish to tell us what the odds are on that one. They mulled the 4, and, I mean, if I just left the Sheoldred back, would I have still survived if I attack with 1 creature, 2 blockers, removal spell? I might still have died, actually. I had to leave both back, right? Yeah. And, like, I don't know. Am I supposed to leave both back and just play around the nuts? I guess the other way to look at it is, like, am I ever losing that game if I don't attack? Probably not, right? That might have just been a bad attack. I don't know. It's really close. Apparently we were just, like, endlessly in the Convoke bracket today. I don't know how we managed to do that. So much Convoke. So much Convoke. What deck just destroys Convoke? What can we get some free wins with? Mono Green, I think, is decent against it, but I'll never play Mono Green. That ain't me. Yeah, Saka's good against it, too. The Dimir deck. Dimir, all counter spells, all wraths. See, I don't know. It kind of depends on who you ask, Insomnia. Like, if you ask Convoke players, some will say they're favored, some will say it's a bad matchup. But if you ask Green players, some will say they're favored. It's like very, very 50-50. I don't think it's cut and dry. I've played the matchup a lot from Convoke, and I think it's a close matchup. Sand seems fine, I guess? I don't know. Like, what does a winning hand look like against them? Them mulling to 4, I guess. Yeah, if we just had some more board wipes, I'd feel a little bit better. Temporary Lockdown is a good suggestion. Greasefang sometimes plays Lockdown. This deck has a near impossible time beating Lockdown. Okay, beatdown mode engaged. Your turn. Golgari Charm's actually a good suggestion. The only problem with Golgari Charm is we have 4 Evolve Sleeper and 4 Warden of the first tree, which we would have to, like, you know, level up before we can cast the charm. Ornithopter. Okay. Do they have Demolition Convoke Creature? Seems like they don't have that. Moxfield deck is wrong. Is it? I thought I changed it. Copy. Extensions. I could have sworn that I updated this. No, I guess not. My bad. There you go. Now it's updated. Fatal Push. That one's good against Bunny. Just questioning if I should hold back the Knight this turn. Oh, well, there's no reason to... I guess if I attack first, they can't block the Knight. Oh, no, I definitely should attack with the Knight. Yeah, okay. Because they can't block with the Ornithopter. I mean, they can, right? But if they do, then I'm threatening to level this up. But they definitely can't block here. But if they put the Ornithopter here, that's fine. We'll just pump this and then push this. I said, give me a sec. All right. Noted. I'll talk to chat for a little bit. When you said you played the best format, I thought you were playing Kamigawa block Pauper Tiny Leaders. Mercadian Masks block constructed. Best format of all time. Chat, you got any plans for Halloween tonight? I have none. Well, other than, my planned Halloween stream where I'm dressing up as twitch.tv/Doomwake. Max Sabbath is playing at the Palladium. That sounds kind of cool. Sounds like fun. Yeah, terrifying costume. Nobody would ever want to do that for Halloween. Yeah, I guess pushing main phase is better. Because, I'm not going to let them go to combat anyways. So, yeah, probably should have pushed main phase. You're right. Harass my buddy at the bar he works at. Both being costumes, so it could be fun. Nice. Sending in the 1/1. So they have Resolute Reinforcements? Is that what this means? I mean, they would have played Reinforcements last turn. Okay. So no Convoke Creature, because they would have played the Convoke Creature. Can we attack with everything? I'm trying to think of how the race works. Yeah, our opponent kept 7 this game, and somehow their draw is worse than their mulligan to 4 last game. I mean, sending both is nice, because I get a counter on the knight. Yeah, I'm just going to send both. I'm at 19. Even if they have Recruiter, it's not that bad for me. Yeah, they just can't really afford to block. I think there is an extremely high likelihood they have Upkeep Giant Killer here, but that's still their entire turn, They don't even have Giant Killer. Okay. This feels like a fine spot for us. They're at 8, so they have to do at least some sort of blocking next turn. They have to, I think, they have to chump block 2 things next turn, which is good for us. Golgari Charm getting around Giant Killer. That's something I have not thought about. They go to chop down your Sheoldred, you just make it a 3/4. That's hot. The lines. The lines. Okay, land number 4. Land number 4, pass. Interesting. Combat. What on earth is in their hand, chat? What did they keep? They had no Convoke Creature, no Giant Killer. What? I'm so confused right now. Why would they play a board wipe in their Convoke deck? They would never do that, right? That just wouldn't make any sense. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I guess. All lands. I mean, yeah, I guess. I'm just so confused as to what they kept. So, I guess they kept, because they kept 7. Maybe it was landing, maybe it was just these 4 spells and 3 lands. They just drew all lands. It was a weird game. And yet. I am going to keep this on 6. Swamp, I guess. Hope we don't get Blood Mooned. The problem with Bioblight is it only gets the Goblin tokens, it doesn't get anything else. So I think that's worse than just doing something else. Like Meathook Massacre or something. Yeah, something with Oswald could make sense. I want to play that card with Yorion, though, to blink in and get another Construct. So, one thing about this Lotus Field deck chat, it's not great against the card Liliana of the Veil. It's not great. I should just plus, actually. No, because plus is worse if they have Lotus Field. Ooh, they don't have Lotus Field. That's good. Love that. Hold on. I kind of wanted to keep the Boseiju in case they had Thespian Stage, but the problem with that is I need to push this, and if I discard Takenuma, I'm skipping my land drop, which seems bad. So, yeah, let's not do that then. Let's just discard Boseiju. They clearly don't have Lotus Field, because they would have played it last turn. Blue-white hate bears, can you imagine? This song is so fucking good, dude. Oh my god. I found this band this weekend. This Nemophila, I think is how you say it. I don't know. I'm probably not saying that right. But they're unbelievably good. Okay, they do have Wandering Emperor up now. Invoke can't beat Strict Proctor. You're not wrong. So I think we start by attacking. And if they want to Emperor, they have to maybe do it in combat. Oswald Cauldron. Now you're speaking my language. Alright, go. So worst case scenario, they go end of turn Emperor, make a 2-2, untap, March Warden, counter on 2-2, kill Liliana. But then they'd only have one card in hand. Yeah, Sunfall would kind of stink too. Oh, we don't even have a good block here, because they can make it a 3-3 first strike. True. Do we let Liliana die? Huh. They're at 8. Emperor's on 3. It's actually kind of a tricky spot. I kind of have to kill this Emperor. I guess I could chump block and then down tick next turn. Yeah, chump block down tick is so good, right? Yeah, chump block down tick is the nuts, I think. Chump block down tick no longer looking great. Fatal push would be nice. That can find us fatal push. Can also find us forest. So I down tick. They sacrifice Strict Proctor. I send both. They let Emperor die. Then I can play this to protect my Liliana. That sounds fine, right? Because they're just not going to block if I send both at Emperor. Yeah, I'll play the forest post-combat. Uptick and make them hellbent. What's your plan against the Emperor, then? Like, we're just gonna get destroyed by this Emperor. I mean, honestly, maybe there's an argument for just sending both at them. Think about it more. I could just send both at them there. That wouldn't be terrible. I have Deluge in the Grave. Yeah. I mean, Deluge in the Grave is almost more of a reason to attack them there, right? Just get the game over with. Huh. That may have been better. Okay, there's no point in casting Thoughtseize. So we send everything. They trade for Warden, go to 2. And then they get the Deluge. Hopefully they don't find too many good things off Deluge. Might as well gain my life. It's not going to ever be relevant, but I have nothing else to do, so might as well. Alright. Well, Verdict we don't really care about, because these we can just recast again. Yeah, and letting Emperor live seems really sketchy. I think I played this game fine. Can you not pump? Yeah, Warden's not that good. Should have Deluge before damage. Agreed, yeah. Well, it doesn't matter, right? Because they have to block either way. They could have found March 1-drop, I guess? Or March white card. Farewell's the scary card. Is it, though? We still have a Liliana in play. I guess, like, Farewell plus something would be kind of scary. We can they're at 2. We can also just draw Sheoldred. She got 3 copies of that card. Yeah, Teferi Time Walk could be kind of rough. That would not be good. That's totally fine. That I can live with. Because we can just replay. Is there any reason to hold Decay? I don't think so. So, draw a card. Has to be a tap land, of course. Draw another card and try to find an untap land? How likely is it they can answer 1/3/2 next turn? Because I could just play the 3/2 and give up the other one, but I think it is pretty important to get both in rotation. Okay. Yeah, I don't care that much about the Boseiju at this point. Rewarded. Should we have drawn before plus? What's the difference there? Oh, because I could have discarded Blooming Marsh and kept Abrupt Decay. Yeah. True. Okay, you're right. That'd have been a little bit better. They're down ticking. That's a good sign. They have nothing in hand. Just draw Sheoldred, please. It's a pretty good one. 1, 2... This. Play this. Play this. Uptick. I do have to play both threats in case they find like a March or something, so I can't just play one threat there. And I'm gonna uptick Liliana anyways. This deck does play 3 creature lands. We have 2 Hives and a Lair. Yeah, Liliana just solos them. If you resolve this card against Blue-White Lotus, it's so hard for them to beat it. Okay, Go Blank good. Duress good. Grasp is decent because they have Teferi and Wandering Emperor. Needle could be good. Tear Asunder could be good. Fatal Push out. Go for the Throat out. So we have to cut 2 cards. How many targets does Abrupt Decay have? You want to keep in some number of pushes? I mean, I understand that it kills Strict Proctor, but, like, is it really worth keeping in Fatal Push? Yeah, Sphere's decent too, because they do kind of rely on Lotus Fields. What do you want to cut, though? I like all of these cards that are in my deck right now. Yeah, that's true. If we have, like, Grasp plus Decay, we have enough answers to Strict Proctor anyways. You want to cut Decay? Besides Proctor, do they have any targets for Decay? Not really, because they usually play Farewell, so they can't really play artifacts or enchantments. Why Decay over Go? Uncounterable, I guess? But I think I want neither. Yeah, this looks good. Duress, 2 threats, Boseiju for stage, and a Hive. I'm going to keep this. Could use a Liliana. No Sphere for Lotus. I mean, I'm not opposed to bringing in Sphere. I just don't know what you want to cut. I'm going to lead Knight. So the theory behind playing this many 1-drops is you have much better, like, later game situations because you get to a spot where you just have a lot more, like, you have a lot more stuff to do with your mana. And that's kind of the theory behind playing this many 1-drops. So you get to play, like, a high land count, but still never get flooded because you have 12, creatures that just let you use all of your mana at every stage. I'm going to lead Duress. Veto Farewell to Fairy. And they foretold a card. Good chance that's Doomscar. What if I just take Farewell to Fairy and start pumping this next turn? I'm into it. I'm into it. This card's kind of annoying because they can eventually... Well, I guess it's not really because we have Boseiju. So we get blown out if they drew exactly March. March would suck. Stage is fine. Notably, they copied a blue source. Interesting. I'm just gonna pump again. Pump again is worse if they drew Emperor, but like, can't play around everything. I don't want to play into the Doomscar that we kind of assume is foretold. Alright, well, now we play Warden. Yeah, now we play Warden. So we know they have Veto, 1 Unknown, plus a Foretold card. Why are they playing Secret Ghost in their control deck? That cannot be right. I could fire up the Hive. It's kind of loose, though. Because I can't fire up the Hive and pump the Warden. Maybe I do just give them a second creature with the Doomscar. Definitely going to do this. Then to 12. So now it's a question of, do we want to play a Knight here? It doesn't necessarily change the clock, right? Yeah, because I can just fire up the Hive next turn and attack for 6 twice. Yeah, the Warden also has Trample, so the castle is less relevant. I can't Boseiju main phase because they have a stage. So if I Boseiju this main phase, they just copy it. So I have to wait until they activate the castle. Yeah, I'm just going to force them to 1-for-1. I think this line's good. But yeah, their castle tokens don't do a ton, because we have Menace here and Trample here. So we have some good ways to fight through the castle tokens. Do I care about them having a second Lotus Field? I guess I kind of do, right? If I kill this, they get a land, sack 2, they still have 6 mana. Just wondering if that's more relevant than... Yeah, I guess just because the castle doesn't do that much. I think I'm fine just killing the stage. I like this better. Because now we can just go fire up Hive, attack for 6, put them to 6. And they're in this really weird spot with their Doomscar that they just kind of have to fire it off. Anyone knows if Reflection, the copies another Reflection is CMC 3 or 0? It would have 3. It'd be CMC 3, because it copies the characteristics. Want to be blow up stage over Lotus Field? God, imagine if this card didn't have Hexproof. It'd be so much less of a pain in the ass. So they lose these 2, or whatever, 2 lands. We know they have Veto, which does nothing. We don't care about that card. Yeah, you can blow it up in paper. Alright. I mean, I don't think they have March the way they played this game, because they would have marched a long time ago. So I'm just going to send. Get rid of Farewell. But we kind of assume this Foretold card is Doomscar. That's why I'm not playing another creature. Yeah, you can blow it up with Yokel Hops. You can also blow it up with Armageddon. What was the red Decree? Was it Decree of Annihilation? I played so much of that card when I was a youngster. Oh, wow, Doomscar. Didn't see that one coming. No way. So now we go attack for 3, play Knight. I think I like that. Ooh, I can even... hold on, how's this read? A player lost 4 or more life. Okay, so if I take a damage and deal them 3, it doesn't work. Okay, never mind. Pay life. It doesn't work. In paper, it would work. I think I played this game insanely well. I mean, to be fair, they didn't have a ton of options, so it's like, whatever, but I do like the way I played this game. Yeah, creature lands are so good against their Wraths. Discontinuity. Okay, go. 6 mana Time Walk. We call that a fog in my business. Cycle my card. Sure. I'm going to attack you with my creature that has Menace. I'm going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Yeah, they could have Emperor. That would be unfortunate. Would you have played Sheoldred instead? Maybe. Maybe Sheoldred was better. Yeah, I could buy that. Because now they just get to kill the Hive. They kill Hive, we play second Knight. March. Okay. They have 2 cards in hand, one of which is a Dovin's Veto. Go. Well, I guess since it was March, I kind of am a little bit happier that I decided to go for the Hive there. Because I'd much rather have them Hive the March, or March the Hive than the Sheoldred. Right? Yeah, they just they have to produce something every single turn. Which is not that easy for them to do. Because they have to, like, keep cycling and then finding stuff while... I mean, Teferi's the start, right? Yeah, Teferi's definitely the start. And they tucked? Oh, sure. I guess they have to tuck, right? Kind of wish I had one more mana. To be Shelly. I think we do, because if they don't have a Wrath, then they just die, since if they activate Teferi, they die. Yeah, I'm just going to cast Sheoldred. I mean, if their one unknown card is March, it's bad, because they can upkeep March and then keep going. Like, we kind of do lose to March. There's no point in attacking, they're just going to block. Attacking does nothing. They're at 3, they have to block, right? They don't have a choice. Attacking Teferi, they still would have blocked. Okay, that's a good sign for us. Because they would have to go March, pitch 2 cards. Right? Yeah, March, pitch 2 cards. Yeah, Memory Deluge, concede. Yeah, 30 minutes before the prelim. Yeah, they certainly found March plus 2 white cards. Or are they 1 white card short? The Dovin's Veto did go to exile. It seems like they might be 1 white card short. Yeah. It seems like they might be short. You love to see it. Oh, no, they pitched 2. Alright, fine. Not like this. Please not like this. Okay. Oh my god. Shit, I think we might lose this game. Yeah, Decay would be nice. But now they get to untap double Lotus Fields. I got 2 more Sheoldreds. I mean, that works, right? Because they pitched the veto? Alright, fuck it. We ball. Yeah, 1 card. Is it an answer? Is it an answer? I'm attacking you. That is what we call a chef's kiss moment. Get the fuck out of here. That game was insane, dude. Jesus. Alright, 5-0 prediction. Let's do it. They could have untapped Castle instead of the second Lotus. Weren't they 1 mana short if they did that? Hands busted. I'm going to lead Thoughtseize, I think. Because then I can go Thoughtseize Warden on 2. Much better if they kept like a 1 elf hand. This matchup doesn't seem ideal. I'm going to take their elf. Did we find a bad matchup? I don't know what I'm taking. Maybe it depends on what they drew. They drew a Collected Company. That's kind of disastrous. Which 2-drop am I more scared of? Probably Bishop. Yeah, I think I'm more scared of Bishop. This is not going to be easy to win. I'll tell you that much. We have to draw a land here. If we don't draw a land, we can't win. Alright, well, that was fun. It is Jover. It's all Jover, chat. You hate to see it. Maybe I should have just drawn a card there. Yeah, possibly that I... Yeah, maybe drawing a card was better with the Dreadknight. I could buy that. Yeah. Like, I kind of want to get the pressure going, but they're just going to gain so much life that it doesn't matter. Okay, not bad. That helps. Definitely helps. I definitely Glissa here over Double Spell, because they can easily just brick wall my Double Spell turn by just, like, Coco into whatever. Yeah, pretty much Gremlin. It's like the Rock, but a little bit of a lower curve. Okay, so we still know they have Company Kayla's Pathway. We only have one Noxious Grasp. Guess we just attack first. What if I attack with Warden? How do I get punished? They hit like double 2/4 is how I get punished, or I guess 2/4 1/4. Yeah, I guess I'll just attack with this. Skyclave too. Well, I mean, they could just Skyclave the Glissa, which they are not doing. That's interesting. Should I have maybe played Sheoldred first? I wanted to try and find a land that didn't shock, but I'm just losing a guaranteed 2 life this way. Yeah. I probably should have played this first, because then I'd be at 11. But even at 11, I'm probably still dead. Well, we have located our win condition. We have located our win condition, chat. Now they have to brick on Kayla's, which is not likely. Oh, they just have another Coco. Lovely. Wait. I got one Noxious Grasp. That is all I got, chap. Yeah, no upkeep Coco. Not a professional Angels player. Do we bring in Go Blank? What are we cutting? How good is Liliana against Angels? Seems fine. Could cut Knight or Sleeper. Could also shave on Dreadknight. Get Duress. They only have, like, what, 7 targets for Duress? Could do, like, okay, we could do 2 Duress over 2 Knights. Just because, even though they don't have a ton of targets for Duress, those are the cards that you lose to. Like, you don't lose to them just playing a curve of creatures. You lose to Cocos and Restorations. Yeah, they could bring in Shapers, too. No, I'm not reading Go Blank. I'll try this. I think if I wanted... I think I'd rather have the 3rd Duress over the Tear Asunder. Sand seems fine. Kinda wish I had a 2nd Black Source, but we can still double spell on turn 2. Thoughtseizing first to take Shaper Sanctuary. So this is a hand I think I can take Kayla's, because we can just push the Elf. Yep. Oh, the mismatching planes. We cannot lose to an opponent who has mismatching planes. It just simply cannot happen. It simply cannot happen, chat. I refuse to believe. We can't really turn on Boseiju, or we can't really turn on Push that easily, right? It's a good draw. It's actually not a good draw. I guess we take that. Never winning this game, though. It's gotta be Resplendent. Double Valkyrie is just so much life, though. I do think Valkyrie is their biggest threat. I agree with that statement. Gingerbread Man, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. Greatly appreciate that. Getting us that much closer to play some pure modern. Thanks again, Gingerbread Man. Maybe they won't block. They called. Damn it. Do we have to draw a card here? What are my outs, realistically? So they played Plains Valk. I don't know if we even have outs. Yeah, I think we have to draw cards here. But they'll play Skyclave Apparition. That's how we win this game. They just cast Skyclave this turn for no reason. Took me weeks to sub. All good, Glorious, all good. Thanks again for the tier 1, I appreciate that. Every single day, we get that much closer to play some Pure Modern. And I do greatly appreciate all the support and the subs. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you. They drew another Valk, huh? Troll Despair. Alright, Ewan. We have located a bad matchup. Yeah, 3 Valks in the top 11. Kind of rough. Alright. We're allowed to have 1 bad matchup. It's fine. Alright, let's open some chests. I could see the YouTube title going, you know, the YouTube title goes brazy for this, though. Warden of the First Tree.